If you in there, nigga, I'm ghost.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got worst characters of 2023. Now, if you're new to the channel, first and foremost, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But you know, we got to do the recap. Now, this is not characters that's, I mean, they could possibly be in films or shows during this year, but this is characters from things that I've reacted to in 2023. It could be one of two things. Either I reacted to it in 2022. Oh, well, one or three things. I reacted to it in 2022, and then a reaction came out in 2023, or I reacted to it in 2023, and then the reaction came out in 2023, or I reacted to it in 2023, and the reaction comes out in 2024. Besides one of those, well, granted, one of those is on the Patreon. Besides that one on the Patreon for worst characters, that last one is not applicable. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the worst characters. In the next video, we'll talk about the best characters. But before we get into this, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get it. Now, before we get into the list of top 15 worst characters, we have a few honorable mentions. The first one, we got Nathan from Upload. Now, you're not the worst character. That's the only reason why you're in dishonorable mention instead of on the actual list. It's just, you make certain decisions that are just not smart. I know it's supposed to be a comedic show, but still, like, you knew your baby girl was right and chose to go against her, knowing that she was completely right, and she got snatched up. It's decisions like that that just is like, bro, what are you doing? And then somehow, some way, even though he makes the worst decisions, everyone wants to constantly talk about him getting bloated. He get every single baby girl known to, like, man, bro, like, jeez. This dude over here putting love potions in everyone's drink, bro. Next dishonorable mention that we got is Namor, Black Panther. Now, and this is crazy because people are hyping this up as a great villain. I mean, you're not the worst, but it's just, I didn't really see your motivations past that little surface level. Like, okay, yeah, I can see you. You'll feel some type of way about that. I can see you as a villain for the surface world, and Wakanda is there for their defense. Like, there, and then that's how they make y'all go together. But he said, you'll either join us or we'll wipe Wakanda from the planet of the earth. Yo, that is the dumbest way for the villain to get involved with our protagonist ever, bro. I don't care what no one say. I don't care what y'all try to defend it. Speaking of trying to defend that movie, next we got fans of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Now, the movie wasn't horrible, but listen, the main thing I'm talking about is the unfortunate passing of Chadwick Boseman. When that happened, everyone was like, don't recast, it's disrespectful. Don't recast, it's disrespectful. Okay. Y'all cry. You already know. I talked about it several times. Y'all should have just recasted. It is what it is. I'm not even going to get deep into that pause. But then they dropped the trailer. Hashtag recast T'Challa. Weren't y'all the ones crying about don't recast, don't recast? But now that the movie is about to come out, it's already shot. Like, they're not about to go back and reshoot the movie and recast. So, and it's not like this is the first. It's also because of what that character stood for. Now, we already skipped over T'Chaka. Like, normally we can use Ant-Man as another equivalent. You know, normally it was Hank Pym and T'Chaka, and then went to a different generation, whether it's in the family or not. T'Challa and Scott Lang, and then I think there's someone else before it went to like Cassie Lang and some other shit. And then we had, you know, Shuri and stuff like that. So, of this being like this, big thing, you know, Black Panther, you know, for black people and stuff like that. Okay, cool. But now you kill this character off we're already down a generation. Now that generation's gone, well, not really, because Shuri's there, but he didn't even get his like 3 films to be like, okay, now we'll hand the reins to Shuri. I had no problems with Shuri being next, but her being next this early didn't make any sense. Then he just lost the heart-shaped herb conveniently at the beginning of the movie, whatever. And the last dishonorable mention that we have is Loki from Vikings. Your only dishonorable mention because like you weren't like, get Loki off my screen. I just don't care for your character, bro. I said it during my reactions. I really like, you're kind of over the top and you're on some different. I'm good on that, bro. And not even good over the top. Speaking of Vikings, number 15, we have King Horik. Now, the reason why I wasn't vibing with that whole storyline because it was like, hey, we're going to do this together. We're enemies, but hey, let's come together and focus on this. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. And then when y'all are about to pull up, oh, nah, I don't want to go with him. Nick, bro, you're the one who wanted to. Okay, dude, whatever. And then Ragnar's just like, let me go with it. Let me betray this person who I had nothing against besides to do this thing. Even though I said, hey, we're going to do this. It's only we backstab him, and then you see King Horik is still on BS. And you're surprised. Bro, you saw how he treated other people, dude. Bro, they took I don't remember his name, but they took Yargborg, the person that they didn't want to deal with, or King Horik didn't want to deal with. They cut him open and took his lungs out his back and put it over his shoulder. They called it like the bloody eagle or some shit. What the hell? He had to suffer that horrific death because of King Horik didn't want to associate with him, even though that was the agreement that we was going to go with. Number 14, we got Alina from Shadow and Bone. Now, going into season 2, I vaguely remember her being on some BS with Mal. She had my dude Mal, and he did him the worst way. Went with Alexander. I'm trying to, the Darkling. They call him so many different names. I'm trying to think of the actual name that I'm thinking of, even though I just said 2 different names he's called by. But then went into season 2 and still doing my dude Mal in the worst way. And then we get to the last episode, or second to last episode. Hey, you have to be able to do this, you have to kill him. So he gets hit by the Darkling. He's sitting there suffering. He's bleeding out. He already said, hey, make sure you do this. Make sure you do this so we can win. Sitting there and bro, he's suffering right now. You don't see him like, bro, end his suffering and do the task to save the world. Like, when it comes, a lot of these things on this list are like, hey, you're not doing what needs to be done for saving the world. Whether it's this is a bad case of it, because not only are you saving the world, your friend is in misery right now. Man's that you friend zoned for damn near a decade, bruh. Damn near over a decade. Next we got Aelswith. I don't remember. She was the King Alfie's spouse. I could not stand that bitch. Get that bitch on my screen. She was always on some BS, bruh. Hey, I don't know what side you facing, but whatever side you on, that's your last time on my screen. You out of here. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't until I got like halfway through best characters list that I realized I forgot one. So right here is from The Last of Us. We got Kathleen. I had to look up your name. That's number 1. Forgettable. I couldn't stand I didn't really care for your motives. It was nice seeing a little other side of just, oh hey, these are these enemies. number one, I just hated your voice. Your voice was annoying as shit. I'm sorry. You weren't the worst character to ever exist, but your voice was annoying as shit. Didn't really help that you're a villain. Didn't care for your character. I had to look up what your character's name was. I forgot about it. And that's saying something because normally I have a good memory. So if you didn't have that impact where I remembered your name, that's tough. I mean, granted, you're only on one episode. Maybe if you're on 2 or 3 episodes and I forgot your name, then that would have been different. Or they gave you a whole episode like Bill and Frank, that would have been different. So okay, I'll let it slide in that one, that I forgot about your name. But I couldn't stand your voice. You sounded like a teacher, like, are y'all going to keep talking? I'll wait. Like, I just hear annoying teacher voice. That's what I hear when you speak. That's number one. Number two, your people's plot line could have been, I don't even know. You could have had more, could have had less. It could have went either way, but it was just like, I didn't really care. It was cool seeing another side to just faceless hunters. And you were willing to kill kids. Can we say any more, bruh? Can we say any more? Luckily, you weren't the main antagonist of the show. Because if that was the case and I said I don't like you, well, then that makes me sexist, I guess. But back to the regular list recording. Next, we got Pia from Black Mirror. Almost said Panther. You were just an L girlfriend all around, and then I remember some line you had in there on some black victim mindset type shit. I'm like, okay, whatever, it was just throwaway, move on to the next. And you just kept pushing my mans, even though you can see this is like affecting him. Oh, hey, I like this documentary, but nah, it's trash. Yo, L girlfriend, L person. If anyone needed to get up out of there in that episode, it was her. Simple. Number 10, we got Gohan for Dragon Ball Z. Now, you're getting, it's not on YouTube yet, but I'm getting to the episodes where you're starting to man up a little bit. We're gonna see. It's only been like 1 or 2 episodes since you stopped crying, but that's the biggest thing. You cry over the littlest inconvenience to the greatest of dangers. You do nothing but cry. Goku, you've been too soft on my mans. Man spams crying like it's an attack on, like, that's your only attack on Pokemon or some shit. Just Gohan uses cry. Wasn't effective. And he doesn't even cry like, and then like, bro, scream cries. Wah, wah. Bro, shut up, dude. If you're gonna cry, silent cry, or don't scream cry, bruh. Number 9, we got Vicky and Mr. Duncan from Black Mirror. We already know what Vic. Listen, they already made a song about you before your episode even dropped. It was on the show, not from my childhood, called Very Odd Parents. Icky Vicky, that's you, bitch. Now on to the next. We already what's understood don't gotta be explained with her. Mr. Duncan. Oh, she's eating her cultured meals and it's an inconvenience to her coworker. Go eat in the dark, dirty ass basement. And he said, well, you know, you can bring a sandwich instead for her lunch. And then he's like, oh, you can do a ham and cheese, or, you know, if you're one of those who don't eat ham, you can do a cheese sandwich. Bro didn't even say like a different type of meat. He went straight to, oh, if you don't eat ham, do a cheese sandwich. Not even, I don't even know if he meant it in a grilled cheese way. I'm just assuming he meant 2 pieces of bread and a cold piece of cheese on the sandwich. Mans must be slapped the hell up. I dare you to say that to me. Number 8, we got Sabine from Ahsoka. This hurts me because from what I remember, Sabine was the only one who was consistently good to alright-ish during Rebels. I hated Ezra in the beginning. I hated I didn't hate, but I disliked Kane in season 1. Hera had her good moments, her moments. She was another one that was all right. I hated Chopper. They spammed Chopper like, bro, if he had 1 or 2 scenes every now and then, it wouldn't be a big deal. But they spammed him. I'm like, dude, it was never funny. Him, like, I don't care, nigga, bro, get off my screen. You don't have a C-3PO to go back and forth with. And so it's disappointing. Who? Oh yeah, Ezra. Okay, yeah, it's disappointing going into from that where you're one of the only ones who's kind of like consistent to going into Ahsoka where you're basically like the worst one. Like Ezra had like that little moment where he didn't want to accept the lightsaber, but you know, he eventually was Ezra. Go look at my review. I talked about her plenty in a review and then the last like episode reactions. But one of the main things is you gave the way to find Ezra. That was number 1. And it's not even like, recently I've realized why I don't like kid characters in films or movies and shows or games, because they're a kid, so they don't face repercussions for their actions. When a villain does something bad, you know the protagonist is gonna get him in the end eventually, whether it's, hey, in this film or Infinity War Endgame situation. When a protagonist, if the story is written well, if a protagonist does something bad, then things happen to them which forces them to be like, I was wrong, I need to change, or okay, I messed up in this area, now I have to do something else to get to wherever I need to go. But with kids, well, you can't really, I mean, you can't just do certain things to kids. That's not okay. So they can face no repercussions for the actions. The parents of the characters, oh, it's okay, you didn't mean that, blah blah blah. So with Sabine, you're not even a kid. You're not even a kid, and you face no repercussions. Everyone's like, oh, it's alright, it's not your fault. Yeah, it is your fault. Imagine being in that universe and like, let's say you die and then like they just show you your whole life. You get to look at everything's going on in the galaxy. It's like, why did this war come to our galaxy? Then you zoom in and enhance. Okay, she gave up this thing and then they went over to this other galaxy and they said, hey, we'll be all right here. Hello, y'all brought the war to our galaxy and y'all just chilling in a different one and talking about it's okay. Yeah, it's okay for you. The war is not, you're not fighting the war anymore. We're fighting the war, bitch, and we're probably losing. All right, number 7, we got Cliff from Black Mirror. Now listen, I tried to rock you. That's my guy, Aaron Paul, man. But halfway through the episode, I was like, yeah, this not gonna be good. You saw the disastrous situation that happened with my mans. You made it clear as day. It's a 2-man operation. Y'all need to make sure y'all good. Now it's not like he went in there, you know, started slapping up your wife and like he gave your kid a slap. He be alright. You was even defending him on that. But and the kid deserved it. So I'm talking about repercussions. Good thing the kid wasn't a main character, because that would have annoyed me. But it's not like he over there and he's causing havoc, like breaking laws in your, I forgot what they called it, but I'm gonna just say sleeve like it's altered carbon, or let's just say your body. He's not, you know, causing mayhem in your body. He's not doing crazy shit like that. Okay, you know, he tried to hold your baby girl. Okay, if that's a line crosser for, hey, we have to get to where we need to go. Man's just went through a lot. You're not trying to get him to snap. Yeah, when y'all get back on Earth, throw the hands, throw the ones. No problem. I ain't got no problems with that. But hey, we need to get back to Earth. So what do? She's mine in every way, and you will never see her again. Bro, I'm thinking you're about to die. You deserved it, but nah, he gets your family and your dog. Well, actually, I think I was asking where is the dog, and then they never showed it. So I don't know if you got a dog or not, but this could have been avoided. Now it'd be different if you did this and you said just stay away from her, and he did this. Okay, you have you have obviously the boundary there, but like you, even for the sake of the mission and trying to get back to Earth, you won't even put that that boundary on pause. Okay, I can rock with that. But you went out of your way to, you're mine. I mean, you're mine. She's mine in every way. And you wouldn't, like, dude, that's not the smart thing to do, bruh. Number 6, we got Sylvie from Loki. Now, Sylvie, this is tough because season 1 finale, I actually liked you. I was like, hold on, Sylvie, cool. Like, anytime someone would be like, you hate this character because they're a woman, like, at the time, you were one, like, this conversation was starting around the time, not starting around the time, but like starting to get to the height of the conversation around the time season 1 and season 2. And everyone would be like, what are you talking about? Like, we'll be talking about Star Wars and Marvel. What are you talking about? We like Black Widow. We like Princess Leia. Like, we like this person. Just because we don't like Rey or Captain Marvel doesn't mean that it's just a sexist thing. But you're one of the ones, you are always in the conversation like Princess Leia or Black Widow or Scarlet Witch or something like that. Even though Scarlet Witch, did some questionable things towards the end. But you were someone that, like, every now and then they'll throw you in the mix. I never really threw you in the mix. I needed to see more, and then the season finale happened, and I was like, well, say goodbye. Maybe we could pick this up season 2. And in season 2, like, you're just so set on, hey, what you're doing is right, and every step of the way, hey, no, this is not right. Oh, boom, disaster. Hey, yeah, this is messing up in this thing. Oh, boom, disaster. And then you just kept, like, talking crazy, like you're so righteous, and like, shut up, bruh, shut up. So yeah, you had to hold this L. Season 1 Sylvie, she could have been not on either best or worst list, but season 2 Sylvie, you had to hold this list. Sorry. At least and she almost held the blacklist. I'm not gonna lie. I literally said in like episode, whenever they was getting Victor timely, I said, you got one more time. She got lucky, man. You got lucky. Number 5, we got Queen whatever the hell from Northman. Now, this is probably one of the only ones where I meant to preface this at the beginning of the video. Like, for instance, if we're talking about Joffrey, obviously that's the character, like, it's not how evil the person or bad the person is. It's like, usually, the writing. In this case, it's kind of the character, but it's also a little bit of the writing too. This is probably the only exception on this list. Bruh. He goes all this way to save you, your own kid, and you tried to kill your own kid. That's the L. That's the L. And not only that, you were the one who orchestrated all of that. That is tough. Now, number 4, we got Bo, and then I tried to look up the other paparazzis. I'm sorry, Bo. You almost slipped through this list. I'm not even gonna lie to you, baby girl. Listen, if you're someone besides Zazie Beats, or matter of fact, I'll just give you that. Then it would have been a lot worse, but you know what I'm saying? We like those, so I let it slide a little bit until the very last. I mean, you aren't really the worst. You're just like an unreliable person. It was just like you're not someone who, besides for those reasons, you're not someone who I'd want to be cool with. But it was the last like action I was like, okay, I don't like you. But you almost slipped through this list because I was looking for the paparazzis for this episode, and then I did not, like, I was like, I don't feel like doing it. Actually, she did do this dumb thing at the end, so let me mention her and then like say the other paparazzis. But basically the other paparazzis, Bit is turned into a werewolf. You're sitting here still trying to snap pictures. Are you stupid? Not even for, hey, I want to get this money. Like, you don't even go outside and like take pictures out like through the window, or like, hey, take pictures. Oh, bitch, come and close the door in front of you. Like, you're not even outside. You're right on the bed like these taking pictures. You don't see this bit transform into a werewolf? Are you stupid? And they were just disgusting people to begin with. So like, that's why I said like, hey, in the story at first they're just the most terrible people. Like, they're the lowest of the lows. Then we get to that part of the episode, you would think you'd, even if you want to make that big bag, you'd want to be smart about it. Hey, oh, I snapped 5 pictures. Yeah, I'm out the door. Let me get some good angles. All right, yeah, the bit really transforming. Hey, I'm out of there. But bro waited until she damn near was about to swing on them as a werewolf to start running away. But the door's already closed. You don't have to catch me. Oh, and the thing at the end that got Bo on this list. Listen, you're going through this disaster situation. Instead of, officer, there's a thing, like, I don't know what, even if you can't explain it properly. You're manic, like everything's crazy right now. Even if you can't explain it properly. Hey, there's something chasing me. I don't know what's going on. Okay, he's gonna, at that point, if he's not listening to you, it's like, okay, calm down, blah blah blah, standard cop talk. And then something happened, you got it. This idiot decides, hey, the smart thing to do, grab the cop's gun. Are you an idiot? That makes 0 sense. Why would you try to grab? Never in a million years would that ever be a good decision. It's not like, hey, the cop's putting you down, and it's like you see it and the cop's not listening to you, and so it's like you gotta try to do it to save everyone there. No. Hey, the danger is outside. It's about to pull up soon. Instead of explaining to the cop, hey, something dangerous is coming, let me try to take their gun. So now the cop is focused on you because you're an idiot. You got everyone in that diner killed because you're an idiot. Sorry, it is what it is. Number 3. So this is the only one that's like hasn't been posted on the channel yet. You seen clips up from it though, shorts. But number 3, we got Meadow Soprano from the Sopranos. Now listen, she could turn out to be the best character seasons down. I'm only 4 episodes and right now the bitch is trash. Now, she did other little things, but like trying to really turn the son against the father, and like you're sitting there thinking, oh, who's this character about to show up in a bit turn like these after like exposing like her own pops to her brother. Camera goes and she's just like it's not even, oh hey, I told you the truth, okay, cool, and that's what it is. It's like, oh hey, I exposed something, I did something bad, look at me, look into the, like, dude, if you don't relax. But the main thing that was one of the other things I could think of, but the main thing was, oh hey, I'm gonna go to blah blah blah. She didn't ask for a beer, she didn't ask for any alcohol, she didn't ask for weed, she didn't ask for cigarettes, none of that. Can you get me some crystal meth, she says. And then, like, obviously this is Tony's man's, like, hey, if I give crystal meth to his daughter, like, he's not gonna rock with that, like, my life is gonna be in danger. So what does she say? Well, I wanted to get it from you because, I can trust you, but I guess I have to go to blah, 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 to get it. He's like, yo, there's people over here who will do bad things to you. And that's before you even die. well, I have to get it some way. And then, like, basically just blackmailed him. So either way, homeboy was screwed. Oh, hey, yeah, you turned. Honestly, what I think he should have done was, honestly, what he should have done was pulled up with the crystal and showed Tony, hey, Tony, blah, blah, blah. Let him know, hey, I wasn't trying to rock with that. I'm just trying to let you know. He didn't do none of that. He went straight with the crystal, gave it to her, and then, because at that point, let's say she said, okay, oh, he want to snitch on me, I'm gonna go do it. At that point, I'd blame it on her still. I mean, obviously I'm blaming her on the whole thing, but I take him out of the equation and it'd be on her and Tony, because, hey, Tony, if you know that that's what she was trying to do, you should have, been paying attention more to your daughter. So that would have been L in those parts instead of, having your mans in the mix. But she's trash. She's trash. So far, 4 episodes in, garbage. Can't stand her. Number 2, we got AMC. It is what it is. Y'all are trash, bro. Y'all are trash. I'm going to be honest. During my favorite Walking Dead reactions, I was holding my tongue, bro. Like, one of the reasons why... Like, I didn't even finish the series because I refused to go and get AMC Plus. I will never send a singular dollar to AMC. You're gonna have to fry it. You're gonna have to pull it from my dead corpse. Never in a million years will I give AMC a dollar. Y'all single-handedly ruined potentially billion-dollar profitable IP. Just ran it straight into the ground. You got rid of my man's Frank Darabont. And at first I was blaming him because I'm like, well, this, that, and the third, and oh, why are you trying to sue them? But they are completely terrible. And then you get to, even if we want to talk about the original show, how that ended up, we get to spinoff. And, bro, I shit you not, they brought a character basically back, not as a zombie, brought him back to life. You got hit in the head with a hammer. You're at a dam. The dam blew up. The water went in, swooped you in, and you still survived. Oh, let's just put a little mark on his eye. So he's, yeah, bro, if you don't, dude, I was contemplating going back. And then you had a character, I thought the character got bit, and then they looked like they were sick, and then I heard that was radiation. I didn't watch that season, I just watched clips. And that was one of the only characters that I really cared about anymore. They started ruining other characters too. And then just to have that person, oh, come back perfectly fine. Okay, bro. They have a character talking about oh, you reminded me of blah, blah, blah. I get that a lot. Bitch, there's no internet, so how are you getting that a lot? Not, oh, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I knew her and, we kind of had this. No, I get that a lot. That's, okay, yeah, y'all are trash, bro. Y'all are trash. Trying to make all these spinoffs because The Walking Dead is all you got. And you don't even do a good job with it. You don't even have to do a lot, bruh. You can have a whole bunch of self-contained stories where you can, like, really go cheap on the budget, bruh. But no, hey, let me do this broad thing, this big thing, and still try to go cheap on the budget. Stop it. At number 1, we got Sandro from Extraction 2. Now, you can kind of excuse it and kind of give him the excuse with the kid situation. But this is a teenager, and like me calling him kid, it was just like, you're younger than me, obviously. I don't know if the actor is, but in story, he's younger than me. I'm gonna say he's probably between 15 and 18. I don't think he's older than 19. He's not 20 in story wise. You see that you're like, I don't give excuses like, okay, if I was related to someone and that person was Tom Riddle and you know who Tom Riddle is, I'm not claiming them, like, not claiming them, but like, if there's a situation, I'm like, oh, well, that's my however relation to me, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't care about none of that. If this person is evil or this person is XYZ, I don't care what the relation is. At all. Especially when it's like, now if it's something like this person did this drug once and then they didn't do anything violent, but they did that drug once, like, okay, whatever, this is that person I know, whatever. But if it's something, this person is involved with a whole bunch of crime and they send them goons after you, what the yo, we're not, that doesn't mean, hey, we're gonna be all, oh, well, they are my brother, they are my cousin, they are my like, no. So you see your dad's involved with all these crimes, and you're obviously in the prison, and you see that they're shooting regardless. They're shooting after the vehicle that you're in, regardless that you're in there, regardless that your mother's in there, regardless that your baby sister's in there. Not baby, but like she was like, I like 6, 7, 8, 9 type shit. She didn't make it to double digits. You see that they're shooting regardless that you're in a car. Oh, you see that this guy's trying to get you out of this prison, and then you're like, he's trying to get you through the door because people are busting and like trying to, like, it was like a prison riot. Don't touch me. Nigga, you almost died, dumbass. I was like, okay. That was besides the point. Like, I was like, maybe he might, maybe it was just a situation thing. He's getting used to this character. You see all this is happening. Oh, let me call my uncle and his people to pull up. Even though they were just shooting without any regards to your life. So, oh, where are you? Then pulls up, minigun through the room that you're in. And then you wanted to go with him at the end too. Bro put a bomb. He put a bomb on you, bro. It wasn't until the very end of the movie that you got with the plot. The only reason I said in the reaction, I said, if he goes off after this kid, I'm turning off the film. I don't care. I will stop the reaction right here. The only reason why I continued is because he basically said, hey, he wants smoke. So like he went because of revenge and the kid. But if he said, I'm gonna do everything I can to get that kid back, you can't stop me, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, reaction, yeah, that's off. But luckily he was there for revenge and okay, cool. Because they did kill his mans and he was just a nuisance. Okay, cool. Sandro, and it wasn't even, hey, he's doing these things, but it's like, it wasn't just a little family thing that I could never like get with in certain stories when they try to do that. If a family member is Voldemort, I don't care, bruh. I don't care if you're your family member. And it's not even like a Dexter Morgan situation where, well, they are only going after killers. And like, that's kind of a more situation where it's like, well, he is a, psychopathic killer, but he's only going after killers. Is it, no. If you're a bad person, you're a bad person, bruh. Well, some situations people go to crime for money, blah, 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 blah. But are they shooting up entire cities and acts of terrorism for money? Stop it. But not only was it that little situation, he was just not whining, but like, I'm gonna just say whining and complaining the whole time. It's like, bruh, shut up. So you brought those two things in there, just made it worse. You're trash. It is what it is. Leave your ass in 2023. That shit came out in June. That's tough. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Thumbs up, subscribe, stay tuned for the next one, and I'm out.